Alexa, what's my flash brief?
Here's your flash briefing. From the latest episode of Weekly Download by zachstechturf.
Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and Weekly Download episode number 82. Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf. Yeah, the Weekly Download podcast is now available as an Alexa skill, and we're also available on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher. Tons of ways to listen to the podcast if you'd rather do that during your commute to work or something like that. But anyways, today on Weekly Download number 83, I'm going to be playing some Destiny 2. When I give you this news, I got my cup of coffee right there. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on. Let's get into it. To start off the tech news for the week, Mashdrop reported a conversation that they had with Nvidia earlier this week about how Nvidia believes GPU prices will continue to rise until at least Q3 of this year. Apparently, Nvidia stated that the DDR memory manufacturers are producing way more memory for phones like Apple and Samsung, which are much bigger companies than MSI, Gigabyte, Asus, etc. Nvidia also said that realistically, the only way for this trend to break was if crypto crashed as a whole, which in my personal opinion, we won't see. Make sure you check out my used PC build guides like the one I just uploaded yesterday, because building used definitely seems like the way to go here in early 2018. Also in Nvidia news, multiple independent reports have indicated that despite the rumors floating around, Nvidia will most likely not be announcing the new graphics cards at the upcoming GDC and GTC events this month. This is actually a huge bummer because us gamers really wanted to jump into the next generation of Nvidia cards and forget about all this madness, but it doesn't look like we'll get our wish. As of right now, reports stated that there is a possibility of them announcing small bits of info about the cards, but nothing major. Next up, in more GPU and crypto news, John Petty Research put out a report that over 3 million graphics cards were bought in 2017, worth about $776 million just from crypto miners. This seems like a huge number for sure, but the research did include that this number is pretty low compared to how many GPUs were bought just for gamers, so that's definitely a good thing to hear that GPU demand is still mainly dominated by gamers and just supplemented by miners. The bad news though is that Dr. Petty also commented that he thinks these GPU prices will remain high and not drop in the near future. Ouch. And our last piece of crypto news this week, not even really tech news, but I feel the need to keep you guys informed about major Bitcoin news. Coinbase told their customers on Friday that because of a court order, they will be releasing data on 13,000 customers to the IRS. The court ordered Coinbase to turn in customers' taxpayer IDs, names, date of birth, addresses, and transaction records to anyone that purchased crypto from 2013 to 2015 in an effort to the IRS to find out who evaded paying taxes on their gains. Never hide money from the IRS. Duh. Alright, still in the tech news, but moving past cryptocurrency, SharkKU has released another mousepad to their stock, but this time it's what I think is the first ever cloth RGB mousepad. You guys have probably all seen those really expensive RGB mousepads like from Razer and Corsair, but this one is a more budget-friendly version because it's just cloth and it's coming in around 20 bucks, but that price isn't official yet. Next up, Deepcool is launching some very unique PC case fans here in April, and they are RGB frameless design fans that you can control with your phone. For $110, you get a pack of 3 fans that all plug into a single controller that you'll then be able to connect to with your smartphone. There you can change the speeds, colors, etc., and they are all in a frameless design which looks pretty cool but can be dangerous. Be careful out there. Huawei is releasing a new laptop line this week, the MateBook X Pro, which is some serious bang for your buck if you want to pay for aesthetics. The MateBook X is supposed to be compared with sleek laptops like the Surface laptop and the MacBook Pro, and it's actually doing it at a way better price. Huawei isn't a top seller in the US for laptops compared to Apple, Lenovo, Dell, etc., but we really need to give them more attention. They're releasing some i5 and i7 versions, and even with discrete graphics, and for just how good this looks, you really can't beat their prices. I'll definitely be keeping my eye on these. And to wrap up all the tech news, the Samsung Galaxy S9 released over the weekend, and like we all imagined, it's a pretty good phone. It seems like the running theme is that the camera and display are definitely competing with the iPhone X, but it really does come down to personal preference as well. I'm not going to talk about the specs and all that because I'm not really a big phone guy, especially on this channel, so let's just jump into the PC gaming news. There's really not a lot this week, but the latest rumor about the 2018 Battlefield game is that it will be set in World War II, which is pretty cool, I guess. There's also a couple different sources saying that it will be called Battlefield 5, but who knows. Next up, Trion has decided that their 2013 MMO shooter Defiance, which was supposed to compete with the first Destiny, is now worthy of a remake called Defiance 2050. It's set 20 years after the first game, which I actually did enjoy for the very short time I played it, and it's expected to release this summer. And to wrap up the PC gaming news for the week, Into the Beach, developed by the same team as FTL, is now on a pretty good sale on GOG. Into the Beach is currently rocking overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, apparently has a lot of FTL DNA in it, and if you pick it up for 15 bucks over on GOG, they'll throw in FTL absolutely free. Might as well try this one out. Well, that wraps up weekly download episode number 83. I know last week I took out the intro and this week I put it back in. I'm currently working on crafting up a really good intro that's specifically designed for weekly download, but I'm gonna need a couple more weeks on it, so just stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching. And please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.
Which skill do you want to enable?
Alexa, stop.